Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to Ecstasy, Light, Inertia. This is a very different sort of game from what I gather. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, it says, please note, designed as a short, immersive journey, the gameplay typically lasts between 25 to 45 minutes. Given the experimental and brief nature of this project, it intentionally does not feature a menu, pause, or save/load functions. From the description on Steam, this is supposed to be focused on visuals and music. Like, it's supposed to have really nice music and, like, beautiful settings. It's supposed to be, I think, like, Nordic. It starts out in an apartment and then goes to, like, Nordic wildlife and stuff like that. So this is sort of just like a walking sim sort of journey game, and it is free. So I'm back on my free games grind, at least for this one right now. So I don't know, it just looked really interesting. You know, I haven't really done anything quite like this, so I just really wanted to try it out. So hit enter to start. It took a hot second to download, by the way. I was not expecting it to be so beefy. So it better be beautiful.
I remember that day. The sunset strummed her brilliant tune across the darkening
I didn't know how loud it was going to be. Oh boy.
Carrying hues of golden orange, crimson red, and pastel pink through the window. The book in my hand was a candle flame, warming my palms. My father cued Rain Song upon the record player, and all was still aside from this angelic play of light and sound. For a moment at least. Then he took my hand, and we danced together in the dying of the sunset's glory. Our feet tracing a primal pattern across the carpet. This was a magical, golden bubble of time. These were the moments that define the word nostalgia. A memory. A memory is a shimmering drop of nostalgic sunshine. The torch we all must hold.
I wish there were subtitles. The Silence of the Storms, Chapter 1. This is cool, definitely.
There's
visually.
a certain slant of light, winter afternoons, that oppresses, like the heft of cathedral tunes. When it comes, the landscape listens. Shadows hold their breath. When it goes, 'tis like the distance, on the look of death.
Am I blind? What the... How in the world did I get here? What is this place? Even in Buffalo, I never saw anything like this. It seems like the snow follows me wherever I go.
All right. Cool. We're in it now. Since there's no menu, I assume if I press escape, nothing happens. That is kind of a shame. I really wish I could turn on subtitles and maybe, like, adjust the sensitivity or something. But, I mean, it is what it is. So, oh my god, yeah, the sensitivity is a lot.
Hey there, little guy.
But I can't change it.
I guess wandering snow-covered wastelands gets to a little guy, huh? Where are you going? Wait a second.
Do you know what this is? You're treating it so fondly. Aw, little guy. Hey, that's kind of scary, actually. What do you mean, little guy? What are we talking about? He's weird. Unsettling, I should say.
Can you speak? I wonder what strange stories you'd have to tell me if I could understand you.
Oh, I hate the snow. Whoa, where are you going? I grew up in the north, so I don't like snow. It can be pretty, though. Like, if I'm looking around, the trees are very pretty. The snow falling. Can't be too mad at that.
The cave looks like a good way out of the storm, but the entrance is blocked. I should find a way to open this door. Maybe there's a lock or something somewhere.
There's a bunch more of those dudes. It's blocked? Why does it look like that? It just looks like it's blocked by, like, a tube of glass. I don't... Okay. What are you up to? Oh, I can't... Okay. Alright.
What is that over there? Looks
Bunch of
like
them.
some kind of weird ritual spot.
You're very casual about it. Oh, it's all... What's happening
The
here?
person in the scrambled image looks familiar.
Click on a
And
tile
the
to move it.
signs,
Tiles
they
move
seem to line up
horizontally,
with the
vertically,
photo
and
in
diagonally.
some strange way. Maybe if I solve the puzzle, it'll make more sense.
I do not like the noise happening. Oh, I hate puzzles like this. Fuck, dude.
Whoa, it looks
Oh,
like
thank
solving the
God.
puzzle opened the door. And the man in this photo, I recognize him now. He's a philosopher that my dad loved, Paul Virilio. Virilio always talked about the ever-increasing speed of society, and these sounds seem to be speeding up. Maybe I should go back to the ice cave and see if I can go inside. But these odd noises are interesting. I could stay and listen to them for a moment too.
Hey, I've been listening to these long enough, actually. That puzzle took me probably a lot longer than I care to admit. I'm not good at puzzles like that. I'm really not. Whoa, whoa, why am I jumping? I'm not doing that. I don't even know. Are you good? Are you gonna... I don't know. The noises are very unsettling, and I'm not sure if they're meant to be, but they are. So...
Okay, what is that over there?
Oh boy.
It looks like there's something on it.
Do not give me another one of those picture puzzles, or else I'm gonna lose my mind. I almost gave up, for real.
How did this get here? This does not belong here. It was in my wallet. I know it was the last time I checked. What is going on? I was 14 when my father gave me our only family heirloom, Jimmy Page's guitar pick.
I was gonna say, is it a guitar pick?
He carried it in his wallet for 3 decades, stuffed between a picture of me and a signed photo of him with his Led Zeppelin idol. The 2 most important people in his life, he always joked. He folded it into my palm, this tiny triangle-shaped torch, days before his final breath escaped his body. I can still hear his voice in his music, pumping like the beat of his heart. These sounds are my birthright, and they've thrummed through my bloodstream like the tidal pulling of the moon. I'm definitely not in Buffalo anymore.
That's for sure. I do not know why we're so casual about this.
What beautiful spheres these are. This is like nothing I've ever seen.
I do like those. Those are cool. You friendly? You're cool. I like you. Ooh, there's 2 ways to go. That way looks longer. Is this just a dead end? I can't do anything with you. You're very cool looking though. Look at that. I do like that. That's my favorite part so far. It's really cool looking. I'm gonna... yeah, I'm gonna reserve my judgments for now, but... I'm not sure yet.
The light around them, it's pulsating in time to the noises. It's like a society of shapes and songs.
I don't know why I wasn't really expecting there to be puzzles, so that picture puzzle really
These spheres are making strange sounds,
perplexed me.
just like the last place. And there are a few more this time. I wish I could decipher what they were saying. I should go on, but something about this place is soothing. Maybe I should stay a moment and catch my breath.
You have a little bit of an insane definition of what soothing is, because frankly, I do not agree with that assessment. I would frankly be a little bit in awe, but also really scared. Like, really freaked out. Okay, where are we headed now? Oh boy. Ooh, I like the rainbow shining. What? Oh, that's fun.
Everything is interconnected. The lights and the music and the otherworldly ice shapes. But where did it all come from? And why does the number of spheres keep growing?
I do love that the ground looks like the sky. Like, it looks like a starry night sky. That is very cool. Oh, no, not again. Are you for real? Can I skip it? Can I fucking leave? I do not want to do that. Do not make me do it. Oh, it's blocked. Oh my god. Can't it be a different kind of puzzle? Can't it be anything else? Literally like anything else?
Another picture puzzle. The mechanism of this puzzle looks different from the first,
What do
however.
you mean?
Let's try it out and see who this photo is.
What do you mean it's different? This is gonna take me another minute, I swear to God.
Aha!
Oh, God.
Louise Nevelson. I saw some of her sculptures during my travels, and she's fascinated me ever since. Art is a living thing, she said, and I feel as though these pillars must be alive in some sense to react in this way. These pools of light and sounds, they are finite, just as I am. Yet it seems there are countless ways they can reconfigure themselves. I've seen many relics of my past and self in this world, but it is all fractured. Reflections of memories and dreamlike simulacra, all woven together with the thread of my strange life. Whatever mysteries the snowy land holds, it is my duty to discover. This world is made of me, after all. I must step into its facets, both terrifying and awe-inspiring. They are nothing new. Just me. Just me.
There's no more picture puzzles. Oh my god. I do not like picture puzzles. Okay. Stairway to Heaven, Chapter 2. Give me something else.
From
I
the
will
deepest
beg.
reaches of Earth to the highest heights we go, I guess. And now the sun has gone down, leaving me in darkness. The shadows held their breath the day my father's soul slipped away from his body. Life became a poor imitation of itself, a simulacrum of existence. I rode trains in the shape of silver bullets in Japan. I stood in awe of the glittering fuchsia sunsets over the Atlantic in Colombia. I climbed the misty mountains of my ancestors in China. I witnessed the dancing ribbons of the aurora borealis during the never-ending darkness of a Finland winter. And in Iceland, I saw the most powerful sight of all. A towering church whose single, haunting spire formed a staircase leading straight to heaven. This is how I found myself again. This is how I found a way out.
I mean, it's cool. Very cool. Look at that. I like it. Again, I'm really trying to reserve too many judgments and stuff. I just sort of like...
My father told me stories of the Northern Lights. They were the spirits of our ancestors dancing across the skies, feet creating ribbons of light in their wake. In the great city in the sky, I imagine that he and I already tripped the light fantastic together, creating our own patterns with the otherworldly glow. Would you look at those spheres flying about? Perhaps they are like me, wandering about, trying to find their way in the world.
I'm really, yeah, I don't know if this is, like, just not a me kind of game, but I can tell what it's trying to do, and I'm just not convinced that it's doing it altogether too well, if I'm being real.
Perhaps I need a key of some sort. All of the clues so far are related to my life, so this must be as well. Wait, what about my dad's guitar pick?
Press E to interact. There you go. Shit. Okay. This is so tall. It's like as tall as her. That's crazy. Do you want to not take it back? I guess not. What if you need it later?
Everything in this strange world seems like my life was its blueprint. I hope I can unravel some of these mysteries. My head is spinning. The only way out is through.
I still really wish there were subtitles. I just like... It seems so silly to me to not have subtitles on this, especially with so much dialogue and the fact that it's so wordy. I was expecting a lot less
what
dialogue.
This place could be. Perhaps this room is the culmination of those voices I've heard. There are several of these unfamiliar pillars arrayed around the room. And maybe I should try to interact with one and see what happens.
Okay. It's just trying to do something very, like, deep. But as of right now, I don't know. I just don't think I'm, like, fully on board. E to enter?
I once spent a frozen and dark
hell?
December in Finland. I became an animal, locked in the dark cave of my room, hiding away forever in a suspended hibernation that became deeper as the ice grew thicker. But one day, in the gloom of my own winter, a hymn made of pure light began to hum through my blood, as if calling me back from the darkness. When I followed it to its source, I stood in the town square, surrounded by the vibrating light of hundreds of human voices, all lifted together as one, the words of Sibelius, Finlandia, calling through Senate Square. My blood called back in response as the torchlight of sound filled me and overwhelmed me and swept me away from emptiness. This song and its sorrow, they remind me of that day when my fire burst again to flame.
Oh, okay. I was just about to say this feels like a museum, like something I would walk into in an art museum. I've definitely seen pieces that are reminiscent of this in an art museum for sure. Yeah. So that's... Oh, and the sphere is gone. Okay, I see. next one, I guess. I just wish it was more...
Oh, yes. The rural landscapes of
show
China.
Instead of tell. You know what I
They
mean?
were so starkly beautiful.
I think it could
Especially
stand to be
compared to the
more
rainbow-hued
abstract.
technological wonders of the modern cities there. I was so overwhelmed at the glitter and glow. It all felt futuristic, and yet not nearly as real as the slow and peaceful way of life in the countryside.
Chinese triptych. I like the perspective on this. Oh, I can't walk around on this one. Because I like that she looks like she's teeny tiny. That's fun. But again, it just like... yeah, I think it could stand to be more abstract. There's just honestly too much dialogue for my taste for something like this, I feel. I think the more abstract and the more someone as a player takes out of it in their own mind, the better. And this feels a little too...
This
guided.
reminds me of a museum I came across in Japan,
This is very cool.
with an exhibit very similar to this pool. I was entranced by it for hours, imagining cherry blossoms falling onto the surface of the water until the sun said its bittersweet farewell, casting rose-gold hues upon the still and reflective pool. While I waited my train that night, the soothing noise of the train station around me became warped and surreal. I could no longer identify the difference between the music of the station and the music of my mind. Reality shifted and cracked, like a shattered window pane, and I was untethered from its strangling hold for one blissful instant.
Mono no... I assume Oware, because it's Japanese. I guess. I just... I don't want to be too negative. I don't. But I don't know. It feels like it's trying to do something very, very deep and philosophical, and I'm not impressed enough, I guess.
What is this darkness? All of the other portals have taken me into my past, but this is empty of anything like a memory. Or maybe not empty, just without visuals or sounds. But then, is it even a memory? I can smell the lushness of the flora and otherworldly perfume, and I feel the soft jungle dirt beneath my feet, but nothing else. It's like that saying, you forget what you want to remember and remember what you want to forget. If only I could see. But this space is locked tight, and I do not have the key to my own memories. Maybe it is for my own safety.
Press Q? Oh, I guess so. Okay. I don't know. I feel like I said, it could stand to be more abstract, and I think it would honestly be stronger if we didn't have a player character. If it was just like first person view. So it was a little more immersive in that sense. You know, that's just my 2 cents so far, at least. Or are we now?
There has to be an end to this walking mystery. This place is woven of relics from my past. And yet, I still have no idea what my purpose here is. All I have are wild guesses as to how these wonders formed. But this space is connected to me, somehow. There's too much of me in its warped sounds, blueprinted from my bones and sinew. Sewn together with my veins and the fragile strings of my nerves. Is this the end? Or the beginning?
Are we done? I'm like, uh, hello? Nothing is happening. I'm pressing escape, I'm clicking, nothing is happening. Is this supposed to be, like, done? Is this supposed to be it? Just a white screen? Okay, so I Googled it just to make sure this isn't, like, a glitch or a bug or anything, but this is literally it. It doesn't kick you out of the game, it doesn't do anything, it just is this white screen until you exit. So, I it kind of sucks because I was so down for what the description had in store for me. I was like, okay, abstract, supposed to just be kind of strange, just like a visual audio experience. I don't know. I was just expecting it to be much more impersonal, like something where anybody could relate and anybody could interpret it in the way that they want to. I'm just not I don't like it. I don't like to be too negative, but I don't really like it. My thoughts, I think, hold true. I think having a player character is sort of a mistake in something like this. I think if it had been first person, so you yourself are the person going through these things, that would have been more beneficial to the experience, as well as so much dialogue, so many words that truthfully just didn't really need to be there, in my opinion. Less is more in something like this. And the puzzles were, um, they were unnecessary. They were completely and 110% unnecessary. Those picture puzzles did not need to be there at all. Could have had the exact same thing if you just like found them on the pedestals or on the ground or something and reminisced about them. Uh, those didn't need to be in there. And it just like, it feels sort of incomplete and like the idea and the bones of it are there, but it just could have been executed a lot better for what it markets itself as. Yeah, those are my thoughts. I don't know. Kind of a depressing video. Like kind of a depressing note to end on because I'm like thumbs downing it. But hey, not everything can be a winner. I'm not going to like every single thing that I run into. That's kind of the thing with like free games and stuff is like you can always run into something that maybe you just don't end up liking. But at least like you tried, you experienced it. Maybe you find something really awesome, maybe you don't. That's just what it is. So, unfortunately, this is one that I'm not recommending or saying that I liked at all. If you want to go ahead and play it, it's free on Steam, so there is that. And if you are more into something like this, maybe you'll like it more than me. Totally fine, totally fair, totally cool. These are just my opinions and my takes. So that is that. I'm done. I will stop speaking. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it, especially if you made it this far. If you did make it this far, go ahead and subscribe. It would mean a lot if you watched this video and subscribed. It would be really cool. Otherwise, you can go ahead and like the video if you liked it, share it with everybody and everybody if you so choose, and I will just see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.